Welcome to Whispers in the Shadows HQ, where we uncover the darkest truths hidden from the light. In the heart of Chicago, during the early 1980s, a series of gruesome murders shook the city to its core. These weren't random acts of violence. They were crimes so twisted, so methodically cruel, they seemed almost ritualistic. The Windy City, known for its towering skyscrapers and vibrant blues scene, was about to be gripped by a fear that felt ancient and otherworldly. The press would eventually give them a name that sent a chill down the spine of every resident: the Chicago Ripper Crew. At the center of this dark web was a man named Robin Gecht. By day, he was a construction contractor, a seemingly ordinary guy. But by night, he became a charismatic leader, drawing a small, loyal group into his twisted worldview. His followers included the young and impressionable Edward Spritzer and two brothers, Andrew and Thomas Kokoralis. Together, they formed a pack, preying on the vulnerable under the cloak of darkness. Newspaper headlines began to flicker across the city, each one more terrifying than the last. Women found mutilated. Satanic cult in Chicago. The public was horrified, but for the crew, these headlines were a source of pride, a testament to their dark work. Gecht, a former employee of the infamous serial killer John Wayne Gacy, had cultivated a bizarre and sinister belief system. He convinced his followers that he possessed a unique connection to a demonic, otherworldly force. He claimed that through specific rituals involving the mutilation of their victims, they could gain power, a kind of dark energy that would elevate them above ordinary mortals. Their hideout, often a dark, claustrophobic attic or basement, became a makeshift altar. Lit only by the crimson glow of red lights and flickering candles, surrounded by crude pentagrams scrawled on the walls, they performed their horrific acts. They believed they were serving a higher, darker purpose, convinced that each crime brought them closer to their demonic master. The acts they committed were not just murders, they were ceremonies, macabre rites performed in the name of an evil they had conjured in their own minds. As the body count rose, a special task force of investigators, known as Task Force Ghost, was assembled to hunt down the predators stalking their city. Detectives worked around the clock, their office walls covered with maps of Chicago, each red pin marking a location where a victim was found. The pattern was horrifyingly clear. Young women were being abducted, subjected to unspeakable torture, and then discarded. The investigators were dealing with something they had never encountered before. The ritualistic nature of the crimes pointed towards something far more organized and sinister than a lone killer. The theory of a satanic cult, once whispered in hushed tones, was now being seriously considered. They were hunting a group, a fraternity of evil, hiding in plain sight among the city's millions. The breakthrough finally came when one of the crew's own members, shaken by the escalating brutality, began to talk. The investigation zeroed in on the four men, and one by one, they were brought into custody. The trial that followed would reveal a truth far worse than anyone had dared to imagine. Witness statements delivered in cold, trembling voices painted a picture of pure horror. Jurors listened, stone-faced, to graphic descriptions of torture, ritual, and death, all orchestrated by men who believed they were untouchable, empowered by a force beyond human comprehension. The courtroom became a stage where the city's deepest fears were laid bare. The men, once so confident in their dark power, now sat as pale, hollowed-out versions of themselves, their supposed demonic protection having vanished under the harsh light of justice. The Chicago Ripper Crew left behind scars that the city will never forget. Their reign of terror was a stark reminder that evil can wear the most ordinary of faces. Though the men were eventually brought to justice, the story serves as a chilling chapter in the annals of crime. Some say that in the quiet, abandoned alleyways where they once hunted, a certain darkness still lingers, waiting to whisper again. Thank you for joining us in the shadows. If you found this investigation compelling, please like this video and subscribe to Whispers in the Shadows HQ for more stories from the dark. Stay safe and always be aware of the whispers around you.